Hey there, Tanner here from Eyewitness Design, and today I want to demo for you our BuddyPress add-on for Restrict Content Pro. With this plugin, our goal is to create a seamless transition for the Restrict Content Pro membership plugin and the BuddyPress community plugin. So if you're running a BuddyPress community site and wanted to create some premium memberships for that, this is our add-on is a great plugin to kind of pair those two plugins together. The first thing you'll notice is when you activate the plugin, when a user goes to their profile page, there will be a new tab within their settings for their account information. This is really great because then this means that you don't have to go create a separate account page for Restrict Content Pro. All of that information just lives right in their profile page, right where they would expect it to be, which creates a really nice user interface for them. Another thing that we've done is BuddyPress allows for creating different member types. And in this demonstration, I'm using a plugin that allows us to define member types right here within the admin profile. So you can create different member types for your different members within your BuddyPress community. And we've created, within this add-on, we've created the ability to be able to specify what member type is attached to your different restriction levels with your various subscription levels. So if you have one level that's a teacher, you can assign that member type right here. Same thing with a student. And if someone upgrades from one subscription level to the other, their member type will also be upgraded. Another thing that we've added here is some new options for content restriction. So I'm going to go down here and just take a look at our sample page. I'll pull it up over here so we can see what it looks like on the front end. So this is just default WordPress sample page, and you'll notice if we scroll down here on this page to the restricted content section, we see our standard restricted settings that Restrict Content Pro gives us. We're going to say that we want to specify this to members of a subscription level, and we don't really care what subscription level, we just want them to have a subscription level. But what I want to point out is these two new options that we have down here. These options allow us to restrict content based on member type and also based on group affiliation. Now, this is really cool because you may have some courses or some pages that you only want to be available to members of a certain group or members of a certain member type within your BuddyPress community. This gives you the ability to be able to restrict that content to those members. I'm going to show you how this works. I'm going to update this. And so right here, I'm testing with a user who has been subscribed to one of the teacher subscription levels. So this member has the teacher member type within the BuddyPress community. So right now we added a subscription level, or we added the restriction requiring the user to have a subscription level to view this content. So that's fine. This should just work for us, and it did. Now, if we require the member to have a teacher member type, again, we'll refresh this page and see that we still have that access because we are signed in with a member with that teacher member type. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select just a student member type. Now, since this member does not have a student member type associated with their account, this page is going to come up as restricted, and it's going to use the same restriction messages that are used on the rest of the Restrict Content Pro pages. So you can use the default Restrict Content Pro settings to manage this. The other thing I want to show you is that we can restrict content by a group. I'm going to just get us back to seeing this content here real quick. All right, so you can see we're back. We have our teacher member type. This content is restricted to the teacher member type, and we can view it because we have that level. So I'm going to open up a new tab here to look at our news group. We don't really have any members in this group yet, just the admin. So now that I'm going to restrict this the sample page to members of that news group. And again, you'll notice that this content becomes restricted. So now if I come over here to this group and I add our teacher member to this group, now this content becomes available again. Again, you can see where this can be a really powerful tool if you have some content that you want to make available to users of a particular group. All right, the other thing I want to show you is that I've added some subscription or some restricted settings to groups themselves. So right now I'm going to update this news group to a public group, and I'm going to remove this teacher from the group. Now, because this is a public group page, this member is able to see the content within this group, even though this member is not actually a member of this group. So if there actually was content here, you can imagine what this would be like. So now I'm going to come back over here to these restriction settings, and let's say that we want this group to only be public to, let's say, students. We'll save that change there and we'll refresh this page. And now you can see that this content is hidden. We can't see the members tab. We can't see the content within the group itself. And then if we wanted to add this member again, add this teacher back to this group. Now that group would become visible again because those restriction settings apply only to non-members. And this is just really for public groups and restricting that content within the public groups. So that's about it. I hope you're able to use this plugin and it's able to help you out with the different things that you're working on with your projects. If you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and let us know. We're happy to help in any way we can. All right, you have a great day.